Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you had a happy new year. I was able to spend it with my son, and I was excited about that. So for today's video, what I wanted to do was review 2019 and then talk about 2020. So let's get started. So I was beginning to think about what type of planner I would be using in the new year, and then that got me thinking about reflecting upon 2019, and I do that at the end of every year. And so I thought I would do that for my business, Jacqs. And so we are having our first State of Jacqs address today. So what I would like to talk about first is some of the milestones that occurred in 2019. And I had an increase in videos of 142, which resulted in more than 58,000 views and more than 270 new viewable subbies. I know there are also some new subbies that I can't see, but this is what I can physically count to show the growth. So I'm really excited that my channel is growing. I also completed 10 design team projects, and I was able to meet 3 community members, and that was so much fun. I did 2 collaborations, one with Velvet Vintage Art as well as Sashka Co. And we had 1 big store recognition from Tuesday morning. So I am excited with all of these stats. It's growth from last year, and that's what I want. Continued growth throughout each year. In 2019, I did videos on hauls, what a card series, project shares, tutorials, and design team projects. In 2020, I am going to continue to do these types of videos. But I have aspirations for new items as well. With the recent COPPA activity with YouTube, I think I'm not alone in saying that we are thinking of expanding our ability to be visible beyond the YouTube platform. So this is where my next thoughts come in handy. The first thing I'd like to do is start to remodel my Pinterest. Actually, what I've done is created a business Pinterest account, and I will be getting that set up in the next month or so. I also want to create a blog and or a website. I've been wanting to do this for over a year now, and I think it's time. If I'm going to grow in design team projects, I need a blog. I also would like to have a blog so that maybe we can communicate there, or I would be able to put out other types of projects that I do. I don't always video everything that I do, and so that might be another avenue for me. I also have been thinking about changing to a Facebook group versus a business page, and I would love to hear your feedback on that. I've gotten some engagement on the business page, but I would like to have it be more interactive, and so I think groups are much better for that. So definitely comment down below your thoughts on that. And I'm sorry if you hear crunching in the background, but my kitty came to visit, and of course he found the only bag to lay on. So what I also would like to do is expand my video topics. At the end of this year, I realized there were several things that I have really been missing that are dear to me. And one of them is journaling. Yes, I have journaled all throughout this 2019 year, but there are aspects that I think that I could share with you. I have done a lot of studying on journaling and different types that we could do or how to expand it. And so I have some great ideas on that. And one of the things that will be coming up is doing maybe a vision board and selecting our word for the year. I thought maybe you might like to get involved in those kinds of activities. So those are some of the topics that I'm thinking of. Another one is mixed media and art journaling. I have really missed not art journaling this year. I think we dabbled a little bit in mixed media, but I'm kind of missing it. So I'd like to incorporate that more into some of the videos that I'm providing. So those are some of my aspirations for 2020. Next, I would like to talk about some new aspirations that I have for me personally, and that is having a craft supply budget. In 2019 and probably the years prior to that, I really just bought kind of what I wanted, and of course I was a little bit particular about it, but I think having a budget will be better, because what I realized at the end of December when I was creating those reefs, I was actually using the products that I have in my stash to create those, and it felt good. It felt really good to use what I already have and to just shop in my own stash. So that is the second personal goal that I'm sharing with you today that I'm going to do. And I'm wanting to use more of my stash instead of just constantly buying. Constantly buying all the time takes away from crafting time also, and I want to have more of that in 2020. So something new in 2020 is I created an Instagram account. But here is the address, and this is the front view of the page that I have. I've already put out a couple posts. I'm still going to try to put posts out there for a while daily, and then maybe at least once a week or a couple times a week. I haven't really figured it all out because this is all new to me, so I'm discovering Instagram. If you have any helpful hints, please leave them down below. So I'm really excited about this. I actually wanted it done in 2019, but I never made it. So I'm really excited about having this done for this year. So you can already go out there and follow me, please. And if you do, and if you comment on any of my posts in January, I will be doing a drawing in the beginning of February. I will go back to all of my January posts and write down all the names of people who have commented and have a drawing. So I'll provide more details on that later when we get closer to that time. The next thing I wanted to talk about is some considerations, and I would like your feedback on this part. I would love to do at least a couple times a year a swap. Maybe it's memory dexes, maybe it's cards or an 8x8 layout or just products. I would love to get your feedback on that because I recently built myself a memory dex box, and I'll be having a video about that coming up. And so now I'm kind of excited about doing it because I've never created a memory dex card. So I'm really kind of excited to do that. So I would love to hear all of your thoughts on, maybe doing the swap as well. Another thing that I've considered is doing a community activity. And what I'm thinking there is we create cards and donate them to maybe a home or a children's hospital or something like that, and we could do it together into one place, or we could do it all locally, like create together, but put it in a local charity or where we best see that it's needed. So please comment on that down below as well. And then I also didn't know if you would be interested in me having lives. That kind of scares me, I'll be honest. But if you have an interest or if you think that would be fun, I will definitely consider it and maybe give it a go. So I would love to get your feedback on these 3 topics as well as the Facebook group. I just want to be more interactive with you this year. I hope you feel the same, and I want to be able to find the right platforms to do that in. So maybe you could even tell me what your preferred platform is. But any type of feedback I welcome. And I just wanted to once again thank you all for your support throughout 2019. And I'm really excited that my channel here continues to grow, that I continue to learn from you and you from me, and we grow together in this crafty world. So I am going to sign off now, and I look forward to all of the crafty fun we will have in 2020. See you soon.